I got a lot of DMs when I posted this makeup look about a week ago. I stumbled upon the look and it was so good that thousands of you went to go and shop it, and then I also wrote it down here, every single step and all the products. I'm going to take you through exactly how I got the look now, with quite a few tips on how to make it last, because this look actually did last 9 hours. I was shooting outside in the wind, I was getting flustered, stressed, I was doing outfit changes, and it stayed. So it's great for longevity, spring, summer, like holidays coming up, events, really long days that you have to do. This makeup will stay. Before we jump into the makeup look though, this video is kindly sponsored by Monica Vinader. It is the jewelry brand that I have the most jewelry from. Like, I'm going to show you a few pieces. This isn't even a quarter of my collection. I wear them all the time. I've got some hoops on, a necklace, some bracelets now as well, and these are all pieces that I've owned for months, if not years. All of the pieces are made from recycled sterling silver and 18 karat gold vermeil, and I do have the odd diamond or gemstone or pearl from them as well, and those are all ethically sourced. I also picked up at one point on a Monica Vinader shopping spree the case that this goes in, and look, I've organized a few bits in here to take you through now. If I showed you my whole Monica Vinader collection, we would actually be here for over an hour, so I've just selected a few that I think will help particularly with spring summer styling. All of the packaging that your Monica Vinader comes in is also made from recycled materials and is recyclable, and Monica Vinader also have their rewear and repair program, which means you can buy less and just wear your pieces that you love over and over again. Goes without saying, I wear everything all the time, in the shower, in the sea, with sun cream, fake tan, everything, and mine personally does not tarnish. I'll put a link below to Monica Vinader's section on their website about sustainability if you want to learn a little bit more there as well. Let's get into the jewelry collection. I just want to pull out some heroes. These hoops, I wear them all the time. You know when you want just a hoop, not a statement hoop, but a hoop that is there, I would go for a size like this, and it has this kind of chain metal detail. This necklace, I think, is the smartest thing Monica Vinader has ever created. You know when you're wearing a necklace and it has the typical clasp and it comes around the front and it's ugly and you know that that's the back of the necklace? This doesn't happen. So this is the clasp, which I feel like is a feature in itself. So I can either wear it like this, plus it comes with charms if you want, you can add them on, or if it's just like this, and this is how I wear it most of the time, it's just like a necklace. So you can add bits on, and what I would do if I wanted to kind of like stretch my purchase is I would buy this with a few of the different charms, and then you can switch them out and you get a different look, and it looks like a different necklace, but it's not, it's the same necklace. It's really clever, and I just think it's the smartest design that they've come up with. I love it. I wear this one a lot. Cuffs are new to me as well. I do have the bracelets that are just the kind of like the standard bracelets like this, but I've been reaching for something a little bit more structured like this recently, and I really like it. There's something about the design that I just reach for, and it does help elevate a piece of knitwear, for example. These pearls I wore the other day when I went to a wedding. They're really good if you just have those elevated events where you don't necessarily want to wear a gold hoop, which can be a bit casual. So I wanted to get some pearls just to cover myself for events. Plus they do have a whole pearl section online, and I think they're really beautiful for holiday. Silver hoops is a new one that I've been into. I've been dabbling with silver. It kind of happened over winter, but I felt like it was a little bit of a trend, and it's one I really lent into. So I got some bits obviously from Monica Vinader to see how I would style them, and then I got another bangle as well. I just really like that structure, and I've been reaching for the bangles a little bit more than I have the standard bracelets. These beautiful earrings here, I actually wore them with a white shirt the other day. They were just a bit smarter. Again, it was an outfit that I thought I didn't want to wear the pearls with them, I didn't want to wear my gold hoops, but it needed something sort of polished, so I reached for these and they fit the bill. These hoops, like me and my girlfriend, little interlude there. My girlfriends, like there was one year, because we really like Monica Vinader in our girl group, and one year for our birthdays everyone asked for these hoops, so a lot of us have these ones. These are my most worn though. They're called the Fiji hoops. I love them. They're just a bit more of a statement than the ones I'm wearing at the moment, but you could still wear them for every day. They're fun. I like it with a red lip. And then if you're looking for a gift or something a bit more personal, I've got this. It's a birthstone necklace. So I am a Pisces. I have this little stone here. I do want to say though, to avoid disappointment, that I know that stock is low on these gemstone necklaces at the moment. I think they are so lovely and they're so dainty. In fact, let me put it on now. It even layers quite well with this necklace now. It's just something quite personal, and I think if you're buying something for other people, you don't always want it to be like a really big statement piece, just something quite subtle, you know, they're gonna enjoy, and makes it a bit more personal because it's their birthstone. And then the most important thing that I need to tell you about Monica Vinader is that I have a discount code. I'll leave it on screen here, I'll leave all the pieces linked below, and I'll leave the code below as well, just in case you want to come back to shop. They really are exceptional. They're part of my everyday wardrobe. I've been using them when I've been styling up my 30 and 30, and they're just a terrific brand that I can rely on to elevate my outfits, to be comfortable enough to wear every single day and reach for those pieces to put on, to get the wearability from them as well. And they're so versatile, and because of the quality, you really are wearing them day in, day out, and they're part of your life rather than thinking, I need to take that off. So let's get on with the rest of the video and show you my makeup look. You will peek my Monica Vinader jewellery throughout as well. I went for just quite like a pared back look today, little hoops, but just little touches of gold, and goes so well with a caramel jumper. I've got a tea joining us. Such a nice colour palette going on. And if I move my arm and I wince or yelp, I did the arm session of all arm session on Sunday. It's now Tuesday, and the DOMs are there. Very much so. So the step one is to have dyed laminated eyebrows. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a completely separate video on that, but I feel like it makes such a difference. I've styled them off camera. This is also totally clean skin, no products, no moisturizers. We're going straight in with the primer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I've written 4 pumps all over, 3, 4. If you have an event, a wedding, a holiday, a long day at work even, you know, when you go in the morning and you're not done by midnight because there's dinner or drinks or something and you need your makeup to stay, I cannot recommend this more. It's super sticky. And I think it's one of the reasons that my makeup lasted 9 hours that day, even though I was shooting and I was windy and I was sweaty, outfit changes. And just to prove how tacky it is, pencil's not really going anywhere. It did then at the end, but it is tacky. This Milk Hydro Grip for the eyes as well. I have really oily eyelids, and this just helps the eyeshadow to stay exactly where it is. It's not even really eyeshadow, it is my favorite eye product. It's so good if you're lazy like me. Tea break. It's 11:30 now. I've got an omelette with vegetables for lunch, and I am so looking forward to it, with feta as well and some spicy sriracha, and I'm starving. I'm so ready for lunch. So as soon as this is done filming, I'm in the kitchen. I'm going to use a Vive sponge. Very important. I really feel like I'm back into sponges at the moment. I way prefer the finish of the foundation once it's on, and it feels so good. This Vive one I think is particularly great. I've just made it wet as well. I love the feeling of it against my skin. This is the Hailey Bieber foundation. I was reminded of it when I saw her. There's a reason I bought it in the first place, and then I saw her doing her foundation a week or so ago, and she doesn't like work with them. She just uses it organically, and I'm such a little weirdo that I decided to get the same color as her as well. So this is shade 9. It is a good shade for me, but I do need to be tanned. I'm gonna end up using more than this. This camera makes my skin look so good. Let's actually zoom in so we get the full skin tint effect. It's so beautiful. That way you can fully see where I've got some breakouts, and you can see how much it covers, or rather doesn't cover. It's very thin, which means it's lovely to wear, and I think it just kept my skin looking natural when I put that picture up, rather than it looking like a full beat. I'll also link the video I did where I did my whole makeup routine like this. Lots of you really liked it, and it's just, you could see every pore and wrinkle and blemish and stuff, and that was all with Charlotte Tilbury. And that doesn't look crazy different to the way my skin was before, but it just helps with the overall complexion. And debating whether to put my hair down, just because I hate these bits are the actual bane of my life. But yeah, that's what the tint's done. I'm nearly to the bottom of this. I can really see me repurchasing it as well, because I think as we come into spring, summer, you're gonna wanna wear lighter foundations. Stop touching your hair. One of the things that made the biggest difference was that I was using the Charlotte Tilbury spray throughout. It helps with longevity, it helps lock everything in, but just doing it between layers, I think helped with that overall dew, and I think that it helps all the other products to go on top as well. In terms of under eye corrector, this is going viral on TikTok at the moment. I would just like to say I was the one to discover it. You know, when you discover a product, not through a creator or an influencer or the internet, it's just, I was drawn to the peachy tones of this. The way it cancels out my under eyes, you're about to witness this in real time. Look at the difference to the other one already. You don't need that much, and because it's this peachy shade, it properly cancels out all that kind of bluey, purpley, almost grey sometimes under my eyes. I think I've had 3 or 4 of these. Couldn't recommend more. I'll link all the products below with shades as well, obviously. Zooming out so you can see a properly bright under eye versus that. Really impressive. Next, Lancome Spot Concealer. I do use a lot of, I didn't do my other eye. Yeah. That's evened it up. Then the next concealer is this Lancome one. Loads of people use this, and I just feel like it's Lancome's best product. Great applicator as well, but this camera is very flattering, and I do actually have more blemishes than it seems to be showing up, which is normal. I also, real talk, I took that picture, the one that everyone really liked, which obviously, by the way, was no filters, there wasn't even fancy lighting, it was nothing, straight from the camera roll. But I was ovulating at the time, and I genuinely feel like it makes a difference. Aren't you supposed to be more attractive when you ovulate? It kind of would make sense. But that concealer is fab. I'm gonna get it in a lighter color and do my under eyes as well, because what I would do, love the corrector, wouldn't change that. I then go on with the Kosas. This is all Space NK, by the way, just by chance, and use this one to make it lighter. But I could also do that with a Lancome because I like it so much and I find it really doesn't budge. But someone once said that this concealer was a bit more like a serum, and once they said that, I was like, oh, I get it. I find it incredibly a bit more like skincare. It does have the coverage for sure, but it's very light reflecting, very light on the skin, and does highlight quite well. I like to do those spots just to bring everything forward. Tea break. And I love how just having a plain outfit, but with the little pops of gold, it just helps elevate it that bit more. Elevate the outfit, not elevate the tea break. We're also going to do a spray break. Honestly, just every few layers, do this and your longevity will be nuts. It's also just a nice refresher too. And I've zoomed you in just so you can really see what's going on with the skin. I like that kind of transparency, I guess. Very happy with that. If I was a real pro, I'd be prepping my lips this whole time. And I have the best lip tip I have ever had. If you're someone who wears lip liner and regularly eats it, and by after like half an hour of wearing it, you just have this kind of dark rim around your mouth, I've got the tip for you. It won't last 12 hours because I think that's not realistic, but there's a few hours of wear in there. That's the Dr. Sam's. It's just a lip balm, but it just looks so nice and it feels great. Feels great. It's properly thick. You know, when you take it out of the tube and it just stays in like a little, that's what I'm talking about. Dr. Sam is, I'm very lucky to say, my dermatologist as well. She's got my skin to a great place. It was like Skin and Me, Dr. Sam's products, and just keeping it simple and insanely consistent. I'm talking about the number of pumps and the time I do my skincare and everything. We really nailed it. So I know this isn't perfect, but I'm incredibly happy with it. Vive Bronzer is next on the Notes app. Color medium, although I will link all shades below. Not feeling like I need a huge amount of it, but that's what I did on the day. So I just take, and this stuff is pigmented. I think this is one of Vive's best products, and I don't really see people talk about it. Maybe just because it's been the season, but spring, summer, you need a new cream bronzer. This one's better than the Chanel one, by a mile, by a mile. So I'll just do a bit on the forehead. I'll almost prep with bronzer here for contour. And yeah, I'm not feeling like I need a huge amount of it today, just because the Hourglass tint did a lot of the bronzing work. You're probably watching this like, stop. Arguably the fanciest makeup brand that all the cool girls wear, Westman Atelier. This is the contour stick. Listen to this. Listen to this. That's expensive packaging. But look at that. That's not my own. Under the jaw. Just where I really need a bit of help with definition. And I'm using a double-ended Hourglass brush. Down the nose. Ooh, it's okay. Because we've got such a good base, everything just blends out so well. Hourglass liquid blush in the colour Scene. This is the one you really have to shake up. But it has a little button at the bottom. And so here we go. 2 drops, you do not need more than that. Hourglass brush. Actually really gonna work it in because this stuff is strong. Look, so nice. Over my nose a bit. Let's do another super zoom. I think this is just such a lovely color on me. I'd say that's kind of like a dusty rose. It's not too pink. It's quite natural. I went very pink. I did a run. I did a 5K on Saturday. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to tell you how much I'm working out at the moment. I did 4 workouts last week. I was so proud of myself. Yeah, look at that. I love a good blush, I really do. And that's a great blush. Armani Eye Tint number 22. I was on my shopping list for about 6 months because I just couldn't get my hands on it. But I feel like stock's more readily available now. It is the Lazy Girl's eyeshadow times 10. In real time, it takes 10 seconds to do my eyeshadow. It blends out beautifully. And obviously we've got that eyeshadow base on there, so it should stay. And that's all I ever need for my eyeshadow look. I like it really simple. My eyes are not something I highlight. So fresh and nice. I also never put mascara on my bottom lashes, ever. NARS Longwear eyeliner in Mambo, just to make my lash line look darker, thicker. And while we're at it, I do like a little emphasis of my, are they moles? Freckles? I think they're a mole because they never go away. That one and that one. I think they're cute. And I've only been asked once or twice whether I pencil them in. So. And then I'm always like, there is actually a mole under them. Super skin zoom, just so you can see. I just love the up closeness. I love crow's feet. I think they're so lovely, the smile lines. I really do. Yeah, that's what we're working with skin-wise at the moment. Perfect. Just let's all have a moment for past Mollie, who actually wrote this down, because I'm relying on this so much and it's so helpful and it's the right order and it has the shade names and everything. And then going in with a second blush, because apparently money is no object. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Peachgasm. I will say though, it does last forever. It's a bit messy, but it does give the glow, and for a product that's so glowy and liquid, it does stay there. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit more out. There we go. It's a bang-on shade match for Scene, but I don't know why I decided to add it, but I definitely think it helped. It's so nice. It makes your cheeks look really plump. And yeah, it does last ages. I have my makeup longer than I should, but I just can't throw it away if it's not finished. That is nice. That is so nice. I love that. I love a glowy, peachy, steamed dumpling kind of look for the cheeks. And then for extra glow, and we're nearly there, this is such a base makeup look. Like, I've hardly really done brows and eyes. I used this Vive highlighter. This is in the colour Holy Chic. A follower really put it into words. She was like, it's a cream, but it dries down as if it was not a powder, but it dries down and has that staying power. It doesn't slip and slide around. It doesn't stay like a normal liquid highlighter would that kind of can slip around. Might put a bit more. No, it's enough. It's beautiful though. It's so lovely. And if I just step back, you can see the light catching as you move. It's really lovely. The Vive products are probably some of my most used. I'd say Vive and Charlotte Tilbury and Hourglass are really my most used at the moment. The powder needs no introduction. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder, and it really is an airbrush effect. I hope it's going to show up on camera. But the moment I put this on, it really does blur that area and sets it. And because there's a little bit of colour, it just helps to lighten as well. So I like to put it where I put my concealer. Oh yeah, look, you can see. It's just blurring everything. And again, helps with that longevity. You can see there, it just helps take away some of that shine and really does airbrush my under eyes versus that one. It's great to take in your handbag as well because it's so thin, and you get the mirror, and then you could even put like a little puff in there. But it's a beautiful powder and it's everyone's favourite for a reason. Now for my lip tip. Step 1, remove the lip balm. But that lip balm has got your lips really soft. Step 2, take that concealer that you used, the tiniest bit here. Then you're going to blend. Take your powder we just used and go on the top. This is a trick that I think I got from Katie Jane Hughes on TikTok, professional makeup artist, and it's creating a foundation, a base for everything to actually cling to. And I get triple the wear out of my liner easily when I do this. I'm sure you've seen this before, but this is my like minis stash. Just sounds and looks so good. I need to get probably another 5 of these Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nudes because I need them in every single bag. They're truly the best colour, like this brownish shade. It's quite cool toned when you put it on. Look at the difference that liner makes. It's so perfect. And then I just wrote in my notes, any gloss to BH, so I'm going to use the Mirror from Vive. I love this look so much, and I love that I've got it written down because actually I could do this quite quickly if I'm not filming. One final spray. Also, if you go on Space NK and you organise by bestsellers, this is usually top 5. And there we go, that is the final look, final makeup look. Yeah, I really do love the colours, like my new slightly lighter hair, the gold Monica Vinader touches. Monica Vinader links will be down below, by the way, with my code too. The makeup look, the caramel jumper, the little pop of white here with the Monica Vinader necklace. I just think it ties in so well. Like, I'm so happy with this look, and I'm so happy that I wrote it down and I was able to recreate it exactly. Then I just stood in front of this window here, had some sun, shot on my iPhone, and it just looked great. And that day was my big shoot day, and because of all the layering and the effort we'd put into with the base and the spraying and everything, and even I think the sponge with the application, this stayed for 9 hours. I couldn't believe it. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that and loved the makeup look, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.